Hey fellas, good morning. Didn't take you with me on my walk. Um, Gonna give you some heads up if any of you want to know what's going on down here. Uh, there is a civil war going on between the. Get out of there! God. Yeah, there's a little civil war going on within the Cartel de Sinaloa in the state of Sinaloa in Mexico. And it's causing a little bit of turmoil up here in El Paso and Juarez. Juarez and El Paso are considered sister states. The reason for this going by is we have coffee. I have coffee with some Border Patrol agents, ICE agents, some federal employees at Fort Bliss and for the city and state of Texas here in El Paso, and some law enforcement officers. And we were having a pretty good dinner until a group of guys up in the corner who were federal employees started talking about that they're a little shocked and a little bit concerned, more than normal, that so many people are going missing down here. I mean, they're just disappearing down here. Now, my wife's family, which is from the state of Chihuahua, in the city of Chihuahua, uh, they had two girls, a truck, a Toyota Tacoma, and their uncle, who went looking for them, all go missing. They haven't found ningún cosa, nothing. They found nothing. They haven't found cell phones. They haven't found anything. The truck, excuse me, they found the truck. No, they didn't find the truck. They thought they found the truck, which was, that one was burned out, but they didn't find it. Anyways, so I'll give you a little bit of background. Not too long ago, one of El Chapo's son, the Chapitos, and he has, I believe, 8 children, if I'm not more, and I believe 5 sons. Those they tricked somehow or another. They got El Mayo into the United States, was running. He basically was the accountant for the Sinaloa cartel and took over when El Chapo went away. And because the sons thought that he had something to do with it, they betrayed him and got him arrested, and he'll never see the light of day again. In the meantime, the brothers are in there fighting for control of the Sinaloa cartel. All the while that infighting is going on in there, they have a group up here that's trying to take control of the border crossing. That's the main goal for any type of narco trafficking group, is to have control of a port of entry into the United States. The port of entry of Juarez was normally in the past controlled by the Sinaloa de Juarez, CDJ. CDJ is, from what I understand, all but defunct and has a military arm left called La Linea. And La Linea is at war with Cartel de CDNJ, Cartel Nueva Generación, CJNG, Cartel Jalisco Nueva Generación. That is a very violent group. The two big gangs that support both sides, one is that supports the CDS, Cartel de Sinaloa and La Linea, it's a prison gang called Barrio Azteca, BA21. B being the second letter of the alphabet, A being the first letter of the alphabet, BA, Barrio Azteca 21. So that's how they have their tattoos. Anyways, and I was almost going to speak Spanish to him and saying, "Encontra con él." On the other side of that, supporting CJNG, is a group called Los Meclis, and I'd spell it MEX. I'll put reference to it down there. They both are the two top gangs in El Paso and Juarez, Mexico. They all have lots of feeder gangs that are named after streets and the rest of that stuff. So. If the cartel Jalisco Nueva Generation gets a hold of the port of entry and starts controlling the port of entry, because they'll pay you as an ICE agent $40,000-$50,000 a month. I will say that again, $40,000 to $50,000 a month to let 2 or 3 cars come through. They give them a burner cell phone, or they just have somebody hand them a piece of paper with a couple of license plates on it, and these guys look for those license plates and just wave those cats through. That's just one single thing. Another thing is human smuggling. Is they make tons and tons of money off of that. My point is, if the cartel CJ&G gets control of the port of entry, and I think they might already have control, maybe not complete control, but they have the majority of it. CJ&G has no problem coming into the United States and killing people. As a matter of fact, there's people that go missing on both sides of the border down here that nobody hears about. You got a body, you don't have a body, you don't know what happened, you can't really say a crime was committed. There's no one there. They just disappear. And anyways, but to prove a point, and CJ&G is uses a lot of terrorist tactics to get people to shut the hell up. And if they make the mistake and come over here and start causing some serious trouble, things are already so far out of control. The violence seems normal. Mostly, if you stay away from those folks, they do their best to stay away from you. You don't go looking for trouble. But if you go looking for trouble, they got it. They'll give it to you. So I don't know what to do about it. I cannot tell you how hard it was for the city of El Paso. Oh, they've also adopted, CJ&G has already also adopted any gang member coming up for Central and South America, to include TDA, Tren de Agua. TDA, Tren de Agua, yeah. ARGUAG, no, AR. Anyways, I'll put it in the comments. I mean, the description. It is, I don't let that, the last part is, a lot of both sides keep their family members, to keep them safe, keep them over here in the United States. Nice houses, anyways. They got lands, they got ranches, anyways. Man. The amount of corruption, and this is generational corruption down here, is unbelievable. Pay to play. There's things that are pay to play. Anyways, I'll just let it go. It's not as bad as I'm probably making it seem, because I stay away from that stuff, but I don't know. The only other thing I'll tell you is that there are more and more people in call centers who are losing their jobs on both sides of the border, in Juarez as well as here in Mexico, as well as here in El Paso. They used to have a lot of call centers or customer service hubs, whatever you want to call it, but a lot of them are simply being replaced by AI. And instead of having 100 people on call in Juarez in a factory with a bunch of phones and stuff, they just hire 2 people and have an AI program run it. All right? Not good news, not bad news, just news. Love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can, and if you can't, you have to take care of yourselves. Like a fort in a G-string. West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.